Good morning, everyone. Great to have you with us from where you would rather be. This is like a movie set here. It's an amazing venue on an amazing day for our Olympians. Just 66 days to go before the Tokyo Games gets underway. My name's Matt Shervington, and it's great to be here with you today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Bidjigal people and Gadigal people, traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I'd like to extend that respect to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing day it is, and on behalf of Sportscraft and the Australian Olympic team, I'd like to warmly welcome you here for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic delegation and formal uniforms to be revealed today by our Australian Olympic team members. I'd also like to acknowledge those watching on our live stream. Hello to you. Thanks for joining us as well. Straight down that camera there. What a fantastic sight this is, Wiley Baths. It is rich in Olympic history that dates back to the early 1900s, and you'll hear a little bit more about Mina Wiley and the gold medal that she won at the 1912 Games. As I mentioned, Route 66, 66 days to go, the destination, the podium in Tokyo. Our athletes are ready to go, and they are keen to get over there and do something pretty special. More than 100 have already been announced on the team so far, with around about 350 to be added a little bit later on. Australian athletes across the country, and I know this personally, are doing everything they can, every minute, every second, every day, to go over to Tokyo and to represent not just themselves but our country and do us all proud. It is obviously a very different Tokyo Games, having a delay for 12 months, but here we are, and we're ready to reveal the formal uniforms, something that's been in the works for quite some time now. This is the 8th time Sportscraft has been involved in the formal uniforms dressing our Australians for the opening ceremony, closing ceremony and the announcement of our flag bearer. Today you'll see the opening ceremony uniform with the closing ceremony to be revealed at a later date. Of course, another team partner is Volley, who will be supplying the shoes for our Olympic athletes as well. Another iconic Australian name. This uniform is something integral to the experience of an Olympic athlete. It's one thing to get your competition wear. It's another thing to get your formal wear and realise that you're part of all of the ceremony that is the Olympic Games. I've been lucky enough to wear one myself, and that ritual of getting ready together as a team and celebrating the Games in a very different way, because often you go in to an Olympic Games as an individual, and this really does define you as part of a team. Without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to the podium the Managing Director of APG Co, who will speak on behalf of Sportscraft. Please welcome Alicia Hopkinson.
I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Bidjigal and Gadigal people, traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Hello everyone, and thank you for attending the unveiling of the official formal uniform for the Australian Olympic team at the Tokyo 2020 Games. This is the 8th time that Sportscraft has been the official formal uniform supplier since 1996's Atlanta Games. It becomes more exciting for us as a business each and every time. As Australia's longest standing fashion brand, born in 1914, we believe there couldn't be a more suited brand with a stronger national heritage than ours to outfit our country's finest athletes. Sportscraft embodies the best of Australian lifestyle. We recognise the importance sports plays in Australia's everyday lives. and we celebrate the diversity of sports and athletes that contribute to the Australian culture. We have chosen today's location with recognition of the history of Wiley's Baths. Built in 1907 by Henry Wiley, the father of Mina Wiley, who was one of the first female Olympic swimmers and Australia's first female silver medalist in 1912, just 2 years before Sportscraft was born. To date, we have individually fitted 955 athletes and officials. We have produced a total of 5,250 uniform pieces, expanded our range to encompass up to 13 sizes, and lined the blazers with 320 names of past Australian Olympic gold medalists. No easy feat. The uniform that we will be revealing to you today was inspired by the vibrancy of Tokyo, the host city. The uniform design incorporates the angles of the iconic Shibuya crossing. Natural fibres responsibly sourced have been utilised through each of the garments. Stretch and ease of wear for the athletes during official Olympic events was a key priority. The design process was truly led by the athletes. Together with the AOC, a special advisory committee was formed of past and present athletes, and at the conceptual stage, our design team was informed of all the important considerations. What's planned to be the hottest summer Olympics to date meant comfort was more than ever a key consideration in the design process. The minimalist and timeless design representative of our easygoing Australian nature is complemented by the dramatic green and gold that instantly displays our nation's pride. Another iconic brand, Australian brand, Volley Australia, have crafted 2 sneakers exclusively for the Australian Olympic team that will also be revealed today. While Sportscraft is once again honoured to present to you the Olympic formal uniform, we also appreciate the great significance of dressing some of the most dedicated and diverse athletic icons in Australia today. We value the moment in partnering with the AOC as an opportunity to build on the camaraderie that our nation is known for. Sportscraft is committed to supporting our Team Australia. We hope you enjoy the uniforms as much as we have enjoyed creating them, and we wish all our incredible athletes the best of luck in their Olympic pursuits. It is my pleasure to now pass you to the Vice President of the Australian Olympic Committee and the Chef de Mission of the Australian team for the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, Ian Chesterman AM.
Thank you, everyone. It's such an exciting day to be here. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we gather today, such a magnificent setting, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Also, I'd like to thank a couple of our special supporters here today. To Martin Matthews, Sportscraft CEO, to Alicia Hopkinson, also thank you very much. And of course, to a great friend of the Australian Olympic movement, Andrew Michael, thank you very much for all you've done for our team. John Schrader, the General Manager of Volley, and we also have Matt Carroll here, our AOC CEO, our hard-working CEO indeed, as we get our team ready to head to Japan. So thanks for joining us all on this occasion. Across 125 years, less than 4,000 Australians have represented this country at an Olympic Games and earned the right to call themselves an Olympian. Once an Olympian, always an Olympian. It's a rare and special achievement, and I think receiving this formal uniform is a cherished moment for those athletes as part of that Olympic journey. In Tokyo, we are expecting around 450 to 480 athletes who will wear this uniform with incredible pride. Sportscraft is an iconic brand with a proud history of outfitting the Australian Olympic team, as we've heard today. And I know our athletes will be thrilled to wear this uniform in Tokyo. And I've been around our athletes this morning and I've seen how excited they are to wear it here for you this morning. The uniform is a result of great collaboration, and I thank Sportscraft for that. You've heard of the incredible work that's gone on in designing this and making sure it's comfortable for us in what will be very hot conditions in Tokyo. And it's a commitment that goes very deep in terms of the design process and in the outfitting process. After the challenges that our athletes have faced in making these games through a postponement and a pandemic, putting on this uniform I think will have even more significance than it normally does, because it's been a long and very hard road for this group of athletes, and they're very excited about heading to Tokyo. On the inside of the jacket, as mentioned, are the names of 320 Australians who have won a gold medal at Olympic Games. It's a small club. Started with our first Olympic medalist, Edwin Flack, in 1896. To Fanny Jurecka in 1912, our first female Olympic gold medalist. To Nova Peris in 1996, our first Indigenous gold medalist. And then to Rio with champions like Cole Chalmers and Chloe Esposito. They're a remarkable list of Australian champions and a true reminder of our rich Olympic history. I'm sure as this team pulls on the jacket with all those names inside, they'll be further inspired to produce their best in Tokyo. With us being unable to come together as we'd planned originally in Tokyo to gather and name our flag bearer, we're now planning a special event on July 7 from 6 o'clock, and we've got our athletes from around the country, around the world, will be asked to join us online for a virtual gathering to name our Olympic flag bearers. We've got 2 flag bearers for Tokyo, 1 male, 1 female, and that's going to be a special occasion when our athletes can come together, take part in that, and proudly wear their Sportscraft uniform. 8 times has been mentioned. That's an incredible record, and I've had the pleasure of working with Sportscraft across a winter campaign as well as a summer campaign. I've seen their incredible commitment to making sure the uniform is right for the athletes, and also to serving each individual athlete to make sure that uniform fits them right so that they feel special on that day. So a very big thank you to the whole team at Sportscraft for your incredible effort. And so we head to Tokyo. These games, like every games, will include stories of triumph and tragedy, but they'll also be stories of incredible inspiration, and I know that I'll inspire our nation and particularly our youth. I've no doubt that this team will bring a great sense of pride to everybody back home watching it. I'm thrilled to be here for the unveil of the Australian team uniform, so let's get on with it. But in closing, I would again thank Sportscraft for their incredible commitment, their enduring commitment to our athletes, and I'm sure you'll enjoy their uniforms as our athletes showcase them now. Thank you very much.
Looking very dapper, Chesty, as well, in your Sportscraft gear. Ian and I were lucky enough to go to the Westfield store at Sportscraft and try on our gear together. We were like a couple of shopping buddies, weren't we? Looking very good, mate. Without any further ado, I would like to present to you the Sportscraft opening ceremony uniform worn by our Olympic athletes. First, Jess Fox, 2-time Olympian in canoe slalom, boasting a silver and bronze Olympic medal, as well as 7 World Championship medals. Bendiria Boyer, 400-metre runner who has been selected to make her Olympic debut in Tokyo after an unbeaten season across the Australian summer. Keisha Gophers, Rio Olympian with more than 200 caps for the Aussie Stingers water polo team, World Championship silver and bronze medalist. Safwan Khalil, Taekwondo fighter who moved to Australia from Lebanon as an 8-year-old and has already represented Australia in London 2012 and Rio 2016, aiming for his 3rd Games in Tokyo. Dan Watkins, slalom canoeist who's been selected to make his Olympic debut in Tokyo. When Dan's not spending time paddling in his Olympic events, he's riding down waterfalls and other white water that he can find across the country. Tani Steptoe, pitcher for the Aussie Spirit softball team, making its Olympic return for the first time since Beijing. George Ford, centre back with over 100 caps for the Aussie Sharks water polo team. Lockie Tame, bronze medalist in Rio 2016 in the K2 sprint kayak. Lockie's been selected for his second Olympic Games, and Gráinne Somerville, 8-time Oceania champion. Gráinne is aiming to make her Olympic debut in Tokyo in badminton, the fastest racket sport in the world. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, wearing their formal wear and looking absolutely stunning. Just going to let you take a couple of photos, then we'll have a chat to a couple of the athletes. All right, let's get Jess Fox up here to her a couple of questions about what you're wearing today and how you're feeling about the games. Jump up, come on. Hello, Jess.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Well, this is amazing for you. You've been through this process before, but a slightly different one. Wearing this formal wear. You don't have the jacket on at the moment, but inside that jacket is something pretty special.
Yeah, let's get Safwan to show us. It is very special. Inside that jacket is the name of every Australian Olympic champion since 1896, the first Olympic Games with Edwin Flack. So it is very special to walk out and have that on your shoulders and know the Australian legacy, know who's come before you, and to inspire the next generation as well. It's very cool.
For those that don't know and who have been living in a cave, that's your ambition for these games, a gold medal.
Yeah, it's the dream. You know, every athlete dreams about going to an Olympic Games, and an Olympic gold medal is that pinnacle moment. So it's what drives me, and it is very exciting to get the opportunity to represent Australia at a third Olympics, to meet some new athletes and welcome them onto the Olympic team as well. And yeah, I'm excited to get to Tokyo and race.
Hey, one of the cool things in Tokyo is a brand new event that obviously you're familiar with, the C1. You've done the K1 in 2 Olympic Games, but it'll be the first time. How special is that? And the chance to win potentially another gold.
Yeah, very special to have the addition of the canoe event in Tokyo. It's the first time we'll have gender equity in our sport. Tokyo, the Games itself, will be the first time we have gender equity. So it'll be very, very special to line up with those other women, knowing the fight we had to fight to get there. So I'm very excited about that opportunity. And yeah, 2 events. It'll be a busy program for me. And yeah, very excited.
Thank you, Jess. We'll speak to you soon, no doubt, before the Games. Let's bring Safwan down. Hello, mate. Well, what does it feel like to know that you've got every Olympic gold medalist on your shoulders and helping you through these games?
It feels really special, but it also feels like I need to pick up my game just a little bit. No, it does feel really special. Like Jess said, to know that you've got them pretty much coating your body when you walk out for the ceremony is really, really special. It's a good trigger point to remind you what this is all really for, what you really push yourself for each and every day, and to know that it's actually possible with all the previous Olympians. So it's really exciting. Now,
the sport of Taekwondo, we know you value your feet very much. Not your opponent, though. They don't value feet at all. But you're wearing the volleys. How important is it to have good footwear?
Mate, I tell you what, if I could fight in the volleys, I would, because they make you feel really, really light on your feet. I was doing some dance moves before just to test them out.
Oh, show us.
No, don't do it to me, Matty, please. No, they're actually really, really comfortable. They look great. They've got Tokyo on the back and on the front. It just completes the outfit. So it's just really, really good feeling.
The aspiration for so many kids is to go to 1 Olympic Games. The idea that you'll be walking out in your 3rd Games, how special is that?
It's very special. I get called crazy a lot from a lot of people around me just for sticking around for such a long time and just trying to... But, in London we got so close, in Rio we got really close, and we're hoping that Tokyo will be the one where we can just sort of sign off knowing we did everything we could and come away with that shiny medal around the neck. So, yeah, we'll keep pushing.
Safwan, all the best, mate. We really, really look forward to watching you over there. Thank you. And the final athlete I'm going to talk to right now is Bendiri Aboya, who has been selected to compete at her first Olympic Games, and track and field very close to my heart, in the 400 metres. Bendiri, congratulations to you. It must feel so special to be able to compete in the green and gold.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this will be my first Olympics, so I'm really, really excited.
The 400 metres, some say it's the toughest event to train for. Do you agree?
Lately, yes, but it's all fun and games, and yeah, it's really exciting to get to improve and go to training, and yeah.
This delay for 12 months for so many athletes has been, I guess, the catalyst to get themselves on the Olympic team. Do you feel like you're one of those?
I feel like this this break or this extra year we've gotten truly has helped me, and it's just made me more ready and given me that extra push. So really excited to see what I'm going to do at Tokyo.
Getting ready today and putting the clothes on, the formal wear, and it feeling very real, how's that making you feel?
It's making 10-year-old me really excited. I'm screaming right now, so it's been a couple years in the making, so this is definitely like all happening, and it's happening really quick.
Bendiri, all the best over there. Cannot wait to watch you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. One last round of applause for our athletes. We're going to open up for all media to have one-on-ones with our athletes and have a chat with them, and no doubt there are so many stories to tell. This, for me, is the green light games, and as we heard from Bendiri, the extra 12 months has given so many Australian athletes the opportunity that they otherwise wouldn't have had. And if you look at it from that point of view, we are going to see some superstars that we may not have seen if the games had gone ahead last year. So all the best to our athletes. Good luck over there. We are right behind you. You look fantastic, and no doubt you'll perform fantastically well out there as well. Thank you, everybody. On behalf of TMC PR and the AOC, you'll get a chance to chat to all of our athletes this morning. Thank you.